Right, welcome back, guys. This week we have Arya Realty. Arya, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your Earth2 backstory?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? A lot of people who actually follow these channels probably know who I am. I'm Arya Realty. I'm one of the I guess big E2 whales. Maybe that's what some people say.
Yeah.
It's so I was one of the first people who actually got into this awesome idea. I just love the idea of like a second virtual Earth. So I started like jumping in, feet first, and I also have a YouTube channel as well with Pacey here, and I make videos on E2 and pretty much anything personal finance related, and I just love the journey so far. And I have almost $1 million worth of virtual real estate within Earth2, so I'm definitely excited for the future of Earth2 and Shane and his amazing idea.
That's a crazy impressive portfolio, $1 million to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And if people want to see your channel, I'll put a link in the description below as well, so they'll be able to find it easy.
Definitely.
Right. Next on to the first question. Basically, who are you? What's the man behind Arya Realty? What's your backstory? Where did you come from?
The backstory of me is pretty much, I guess I pretty much started as a military. I was U.S. military, so I was Air Force, active duty Air Force, and I was pretty much all around the world, all the states in the U.S. And then once I got out, I pretty much just turned into an investor. I deal with startup companies, kind of real estate, stocks, crypto, pretty much anything. I like to gather assets. I just want to build up my portfolio and get, better and better. I just like improving. I like have that puzzle mind where I'm just like, oh, what can I do to improve, my financial standpoint and whatnot. And I also deal with credit cards and credit. So I help people with their credit scores and whatnot. So I've been doing that for years now. That's just what I do. I just love the puzzle side of it. And then when I see different startups, I'm like, oh, that's going to do well. Okay, that's going to do well. And then all of a sudden I seen Earth2, and I was like, this is going to do extremely well. And there's nobody in it yet. Holy crap.
Just fit in with what you were doing.
Yeah. And so I started to get into Earth2. I started looking into it and stuff, started buying stuff and started researching, the people behind it and what's going on. And then after I got the basis of it and, the whole entire foundings, I started making YouTube videos. And then my friend Randy Chavez, he actually started getting into it too. He's like, yeah, this is gonna do well. And it started getting to a larger and larger community. So yeah, that's pretty much me.
That's fair enough. Where you're from as well. Just trying to get to know you as a person rather than just
you got that. You got that. I am from the east side, the east coast of the United States. So I live in New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, been here. Actually, I've lived all around pretty much most of my life mostly because of the military, and then also so I get bored. I jump around different states, but actually enjoy New Jersey right now. So I got the coast and good weather and stuff like that, and then yeah, it's pretty much me.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So how long ago was it that you left the Air Force?
That was it's been like 7 years now.
Okay.
7 years free. Yeah.
That's still fairly recent. That's not like forever
Yeah,
ago. Yeah. Right. Question 2. So I've noticed that you're not pushing out a lot of content on your YouTube lately. Is there a backstory behind that, or have you just been too busy?
A little bit of both. It's I honestly will say there's a lot of I guess negativity. Maybe you don't get it, but I do. So it's kind of hard to like make content with all the negativity out there. So maybe I need more. I mean, I guess I need motivation. I guess I don't know. I mean, they don't bother me. I have thick skin, but once like crypto and stuff like comes out like that for Earth2, that's going to be huge. I can't wait for that. Then I'll start pushing out more videos. I am working on videos right now, but they're not really Earth2 related. They're more like personal finance related. But I actually have an Earth2 video I'm working on. That'll be in like a couple weeks or not. So I'm excited for all that. But then I am busy too. I do work with stocks and crypto and stuff. So I have all the stuff I did before Earth2. Still doing that.
Do you want to drop a spoiler for your Earth2? What's that video going to be, or is it going to be a surprise?
Let me see. What was I have like a half script on that.
Okay.
And I can I can definitely drop a spoiler. Yes. It's a working title, but I said why Earth2 will be the #1 metaverse and the crypto in the metaverse space.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to seeing that one then.
Yeah, yep.
When do you think it's going to be out, or is it just kind of as and when you get to it?
That's that'll probably be either next week or the week after that, but it'll be coming out soon.
That's not too bad.
Yep.
Right. Question 3. Has your opinion of Earth-2 changed since you initially found it? And if so, how?
It definitely has not. No, I've always been extremely bullish on Earth 2 because I just love the idea. So I want to put, if you don't know, I put like $50,000 into the startup company. So that's a decent amount of money for I guess a high risk project because anything small cap can be risky. But I just see this is going to be a very strong company and it's just going to do extremely well. So I think there's a lot of partnerships in the background that we don't know about. So that's why I have a lot of money into it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of those have been hinted at from the brand names we saw in some of the images and stuff as well. Although they haven't
Yeah.
officially announced some of them, there's definitely hints there.
Yeah, do you see the Cope Studio? Like their logo, the E2 logo is on Cope Studio, and it says
Yeah.
only companies with over $800 million are that work with us, and then quickly took their name off. So like
Yeah.
they're hiding their partnership.
I literally made a video on the Corp Studio having the F2 logo in there, and the day after I posted that, they literally just took it down and removed it. So I'm not sure it was because they were getting attention from having it there, and maybe Shane's said something to them or what. But yeah, they took it down as soon as the F2 community was starting to notice.
I think it's because I think Shane's hiding everything because of the large negative community that there is. So
Yeah.
he wants to hide all these partnerships just to like protect them from the negativity. But I think that's a partnership. There's a lot of things that we don't know about that's going to be explosive.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Shane said that he doesn't like the other company stealing his ideas and stuff as well. So it could be partly that why he's kind of keeping a
Yeah.
loft secret. He doesn't want the other companies approaching the same people as us and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, a multitude of reasons though.
Definitely.
So, in next question, in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge Earth 2 is either currently facing or will face in the near future?
So I think the biggest challenge is I'm mostly completely like 100% bullish. I love Shane. He's an awesome, genuine guy, pretty warm. And I just love the company and they've done extremely well. And a startup is, I think, the most successful startup or one of them,
Yeah,
how it just went completely viral in like 2, 3 months. It was insane. And I love it. But the only thing that they can probably work on, and I would say is their community management. It's
yes,
I love I mean I love the mods and everything. They're great guys, but I think they could actually, hire somebody with a degree or something, I don't know, like a paid mod or something like that. I think if they had that, it would be or lawyers for the scam tubers, maybe. I don't know if they can afford that.
yeah.
If they can like squelch that and then have more professional mods, maybe I think the company would do better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not Shane, so
No, I would agree. I've said for a long time that they need a kind of public facing community manager or something. Not even
yeah.
necessarily a moderator, literally just somebody whose full time job it is to engage us as a community. Because I know the mods and stuff, like they're busy doing a billion other tasks. It's probably why they don't get to do a lot with us. But if we had somebody whose sole job it was just to do daft little competitions and maybe he's highlighting mega cities and community projects and giving us little teasers of artwork and stuff like that, like there something like that would be fantastic. We would just have a constant flow of information coming in, discussion and stuff, and it would make a big
Exactly.
difference. I completely
Uh,
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. You've kind of briefly touched upon. Actually, no, you haven't. You mentioned the start, but how did you first discover Earth 2?
I first discovered it because I actually seen it on a Facebook ad. It was on there.
Yeah.
So I saw that right away. And then I usually jump into small caps and startups because I believe that can make the most ROI. I guess I'm a high risk, high reward type person, and maybe my channel reflects that sometimes. Is I saw that as an ad on Facebook and I started looking at it. And first time I saw it, and I was like, that's actually really interesting. I like that.
Uh-huh.
And but then I forgot about it, and then I didn't see it for like a week or something like that. And I saw it again. I was like, there's that thing again. Oh, this is, yeah, I'm gonna look into this. This is legit. Let me hop on my computer actually like research this. So I started looking into it and I was like, yeah, I'll do this. And I was one of the fortunate people who actually were the very first people who started talking to Shane. And then it was in a Discord. I was there when they actually made the Discord. There was only like 5
Okay.
people. And then it was me, Shane, and like I don't know their Discord's names. I don't think they're anymore. I don't think they're in the Discord anymore. Remember they are, but they don't talk. it was really cool. It'd just be like six of us just talking, and Shane would be like, they were like all the time, oh, yeah, how are you doing today, and stuff like that. Now he
That's
doesn't
really
talk
impressive.
anymore.
I can't even remember the last time he popped into Discord. Now, when I first joined, he used to pop in on occasion. Nothing like that
Yeah.
though. But I haven't saw him in ages now.
Hmm. But yeah, I just saw it on a Facebook ad. It's pretty awesome.
So, what was the date you first got in then? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was around Thanksgiving, maybe before Thanksgiving of 2020. So it was like three
I'm
weeks.
English. I don't know when Thanksgiving is. What's the date of
Oh,
that?
sorry. Yeah, Thanksgiving is on November 25th of 20. Well,
Okay.
every year it's
Yeah. So
2020. Yeah.
crazy early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. This is you probably are with this one. I'm not totally sure if you are, but what other Web3 projects are you involved in? Do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, I'm always looking at different Web3 projects. What am I in? I believe Earth2 is my favorite.
Uh-huh.
And then also have land in Illuvium as well, not as
Yeah.
much as Earth2, but I have land in that too. And I think those are my top two projects that I like. And then I start looking at other ones, but I think that's it. I have Omi and I have Vivi,
Yeah.
but I don't know. They don't have their Vivi land yet, so I don't have that. If they had the land, I'd probably get to that too. But I think that's the only two I'm in right now.
Yeah. You couldn't not hold VV and Omi when you're friends with Randy. To be honest, like
Yeah.
that's even how I discovered it as well. Just watching Randy's
Yeah.
podcast and stuff. Uh, do, 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 do. If you could give just one bit of advice to new Earth 2 players, what would that be?
That would I would say is to okay. Now, if you're still watching this, it's been a while. It's like watch the community, the giant community of Earth 2. There's a side that's super bullish, pretty much like me and Pacey here and stuff like that. And then there's also this weird negative community, and it also follows Earth 2 for some reason. They wake up and they just hate Earth 2 for some reason. I don't know. That's what their life is. So every time there's a huge negative movement or something like that, or someone makes a video, that's kind of like the prices go down in the market. So if you can just like ignore all the negativity and just go in the market and then get the cheaper prices and then put that in your portfolio because it's going to moon in a week, 2 weeks, and whatever the crypto launches. So every time there's a big push down, buy. And it kind of works the same thing as stocks and crypto. Whenever there's a bear market or there's a dip, that's when you buy. You buy the dip. So just don't see United States for $64 and just go buy at $64. Now go in the marketplace
Yeah.
and get that tier 1, tier 2 for a fraction of that at like $10 or something like that. You'd be sitting pretty.
You get a huge discount. I've never noticed that, to be honest. Is it literally when a negative video comes out, you notice the marketplace drop?
Yeah,
Yeah,
drop.
I just mustn't have paid enough attention to it. I'm not much of a buyer and a seller, but it's pretty cool to note. Good ways of
There's
getting deals.
Yeah, there's another big player within our community called Virtual Tycoon,
Uh-huh.
and he picked up a lot of property during the dark days,
Yeah.
where there was like 6 or 7 like negative YouTube channels covering her too. He picked up so much money and made so much profit off that. Smart dude.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If you can notice those patterns, that is when you're going to make money as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Right. Do you want to walk us through your own portfolio? What are you sitting on? How much land have you got? How much essence have you got? You've already told us how much you've put in, but have you cashed anything out and stuff? Just
Yeah.
obviously just what you want to share.
Yeah, definitely. I believe I own like 120,000 tiles in total right now. I think I was up to like 150 at one point.
Yeah.
And then my goal was to own land in every single country in the world. So I believe that still holds true. I have lands in all countries in Africa, US, Canada, pretty much everywhere. 99% of the world. If you go to a country, I'm there somewhere. So I wanted to be that because once phase 3 happens, I just want to see the whole entire awesome world and just be able to, I don't know, teleport or whatever's going to work just to that country to see everything. Because I do travel a lot in the real world, but that'd be awesome if you can like go in the metaverse and be like, I want to go to Japan or Mexico or something like that. So that's one of the big things I have. And then for Essence, I have close to 1 million.
Oh,
So
very jealous.
So yeah, that's definitely going to be awesome. It's going to be an insane ROI for me. So I'll probably make a lot of videos on that.
Yeah.
On how, how much profit I've made off this. So yeah, if you're watching this, I believe that Earth 2 is going to be the #1 metaverse crypto token in the future. it's a lot of people are going to make a lot of money here, and yeah, just it's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah, even if we don't get a high value on Essence with how much you're sitting on, you're going to do well no matter what. To be fair, like,
Yeah,
yeah, you've done very
yeah.
well on that.
I put in well, like I said before, I put in 50 grand. I think I pulled out like 100.
Okay, so
So
you've already doubled your money anyway.
yeah, I think I made like 75 profit, something like that, 80 almost, profit. So it's even if it falls nothing, which I highly doubt, I'll still be sitting pretty
Yeah,
good.
you
So
won't have lost anything. Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize you'd done so well from it. I knew you had a massive portfolio and stuff, but I wasn't aware you took so much out as well. That's really, really good. One day for me as well, hopefully. I've still not withdrawn anything though. I've not even tried, to be honest. I haven't. I've sold a couple of bits of land, but only to buy other land. I haven't cashed a single cent out yet.
You'll get there once the crypto launches. You'll do well.
I might just spend it all on Shun City,
Yeah.
I just build it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not in any rush to kind of get out from FT. I'm kind of liking where it's going. I'd like to build with them. If it goes to a
Yeah.
stupid price, I might, but we'll see.
And I can, yeah, enjoy the ride.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So this is quite a good one, actually. What do you see your future role within Earth 2? Do you want this to become like a passive thing for yourself, or are you looking to kind of partake in the ecosystem or something else?
I think I'm looking for like a kind of a passive income that can just join my asset class and be like, yeah, then I make like 10, 20 grand a month or something, and or whatever number into with the metaverse, a company called Earth2. And they're like, okay, and then they start talking about it, or they wonder what it is, and I start talking about it, and they'll join hopefully or something like that. So mostly kind of like a back roll model, and just extra money. But then again, I do like the community and everybody in it, so maybe well, I'll join a PvP something, and I'll fight each other or have some fun or something like that. I actually have an Arya island on Earth too, so maybe we'll have a giant party there. Maybe a party island for everybody or something like
Awesome.
that.
I would definitely come to that.
Yeah.
You were just mentioning PvP. Is there anybody in particular that you would like to take your frustration out if PvP appeared now? Do you have any targets in
Ooh.
mind? Or do you want to keep that to yourself?
I'd like to fight a lot of people. Let's see. I'd like to go against you, Pacey. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get my Shun City community on the air, but
Yeah.
with your portfolio, you'd probably destroy us. To be fair.
Yeah. I think Ampersand would be a good guy. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Cool.
Him. And what else? Mr. Green's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
And then
imagine you fighting Mr. Green.
yeah, yep. And then maybe anybody like to fight maybe Nameless. Me and him kind of
Yeah.
a weird relationship. He's kind of I don't know, maybe it's me. I don't know. He's a that'd be a good I guess enemy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Even though
it's an odd one, Nameless. I think he did a lot of good for the community in the very early days, but he does seem to have kind of turned a corner recently. I think there's a lot of
yeah.
people who would probably potentially like to PvP him, but
Yeah,
we'll see if he comes back round once the
I
gameplay
know,
and stuff
right?
does come out. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, that was the last one of my questions. We're going to move on to the community questions now, and the
Yes.
first one is from Herein, and they are asking, "What made you invest in Earth 2?"
It's just investing because I just saw the vision pretty much right away. It's like, okay, I always wanted to get into real estate. I haven't not yet because the prices are so high, probably in your country too. It's just
Yeah.
the real estate is just insanely high. It's like it's not worth it. So I'm gonna wait until it drops a little bit. And I was like, but the virtual real estate is it's like projected to hit like $1 trillion or something by 2030. And I was like, I'll get into this too because this is insanely cheap, at least at the time I was doing it. And then people renting and building on my land, that's pretty much everything that happens in the real life is going to happen there.
Yeah.
And you're going to have companies like all these big brands coming out and just renting on my land. That's passive income. I'm looking for money. I'm looking for a way where people could put money in my pocket for me not doing anything, just sleeping. I want that's how you make wealth. You can't like rent out your time for a paycheck. It doesn't, that's not the way to get the wealthy. So that was mostly what was the question?
What made you invest in Earth 2?
There we go. Okay, that was the main reason why I wanted to invest in Earth 2. And I believe when Shane started talking about Essence and whatnot, and started hinting that it's going to be like the currency of Earth 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be a crypto. Like, we all know it's a crypto now, but like weeks and months before they knew it was a crypto, I said that's going to be a crypto. I even had videos on my channel saying that this is going to be a crypto, and they're like, no, it's not. And then look at, it's going to be a crypto. So I was like, that's going to make a lot of players and a lot of people a lot of money. So I'm going to try to get a lot of this essence here.
And even just holding the US tiles that you had, I think that's probably where the majority of essence balance came from, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Because was it, did we get 1 essence per dollar value or something like that? I can't remember how it was broke down, but it was definitely based on dollar value that we got them for.
Yeah.
Right, next from Ian Virus, or Ian Various, however you pronounce that. What do you think? Oh, this is not financial advice, not financial advisor kind of crap. What do you think the value of Essence will be when it's released?
Not financial advice, but what I think is going to be, there's a lot of projections on how much Essence is going to be in a bear market right now, where it's kind of like slumping a little bit. If he released it now, like $1, maybe, we really have no projections on like how much it's going to be. So these pretty much just speculation.
Yeah.
But according to their draft, it's 112 million circulating supply in the crypto world. That is very expensive. That's very valuable because that's very low.
Yeah.
So in the bear market, I think it's going to be $1. Once he lists it, I think it's going to spike up the first day because we have a strong community. I mean, look at Essence staking, look at stuff like that. Like, everybody just pounced on that.
Yeah.
So it's a very strong community. And so I think when they launch it, it's probably going to jump between like $4 or $5 up to 10, maybe 15, but probably 10 per Essence. And then there's a huge bull cycle like we had in 2020 or 2021. It can really jump up to something crazy like 50 or even 80 or $89. I do have a video on my channel if you want to check it out, that I have a lot of information on there. It's it can go up to $89 if it peaked at the top, kind of like Decentraland and Sandbox did. So it can get up close to $100, but realistically probably like $10.
Yeah, to be fair, I would be blown away if we even hit $10, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's going to depend on what utility and stuff we got at the time as well. If the Essence
Definitely.
launches at a similar time as the Ego Sim and stuff like that, if people have got actual use cases for it, that's going to make a massive difference as well, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. And if we get a whole bunch of partnerships and stuff like that, then it just do even more and more healthy.
Yeah, there's definitely those partnerships in place. I can't wait until they officially announce them, though. Just a massive partners page on the Earth2 website. Yeah. Next one is from Foodie City, just a bit of a playful one. He's asking Tesla or Lambo.
See, I definitely have to go with the Tesla. I'm a big EV guy.
Yeah,
it's the whole entire crypto moon and everything is a Lambo, but I'm gonna push a movement. I'm gonna get that Tesla Roadster. I think it's faster than the Lambo. It's not out yet. It comes out in like a couple years, something like that. I think it's like 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds, something like that.
That'll be ideal for you getting after Essence launches and stuff. Then there you go, perfect timing.
I'll definitely get a Tesla Roadster and I'll put it in videos.
You're just sitting in it, walking up to it. This is what I got from my Earth2 portfolio.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a question from Mike, and he is asking, when Miami Beach party? Is that something you guys spoke about or something?
Yeah, that's the thing. I do want to have a Miami party, so everybody's invited. You know, you can get a passport or whatever and come over to the U.S.
Yeah.
And everybody's invited. So I will probably have that. It depends on whenever, like if the crypto lists and it's like $10 and it's renting out and I have a crap load of money and renting out a nightclub for 20 grand or whatever is nothing. That's when I'll have it. So it's got a moon first, but then definitely, yeah.
Just when and if you can, kind of thing. That makes sense.
Definitely. I'll let you know on my channel.
No problem at all. Another question from Mike. He's asking, also, do you plan on selling Essence when it goes live, or do you plan to stake or hold it for a few more years?
I'm probably gonna like dollar cost average out during the peaks, or at least trying to find the tops, and then I'll probably buy back in at the bottom. Okay. That's what I do with all stocks and crypto. Yeah, I try to sell at the top, then buy at the bottom. So during the first day, week, maybe I'll start slightly trimming off, but not everything. Maybe I'll sell like 20-30%, half, something like that. I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna dump everything, make the price tank. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna slightly trim, and then once it drops again, because all cryptos can go up and down and stuff like that, and then I'll start buying more. So I'm pretty much just a DCA guy. So kind of boring.
DCA? What's DCA?
DCA meaning dollar cost averaging in and dollar cost averaging out. Yeah, it's a crypto stock term.
Yeah, it's just looking for those patterns and stuff again that you were talking about earlier, isn't it? Yeah.
Definitely,
I definitely don't have the brain for that. It's not the sort of thing I would do. Yeah, I'll just I'll try and copy you guys if I do end up selling some or something.
We got you.
Right. This must be another kind of inside one. Kissy is asking, are you fine?
Kissy's awesome. She's actually a moderator on my Discord server. Yeah, it's an inside joke because I don't know if you get it, but my DMs for Twitter, like they're just covered with a whole bunch of like fake bots, or I don't know if they're fake or if they're bots or if they're real people, but a whole bunch of like it's women are in there, like saying broken English, like instead of "Are you good?" or "How are you?" it's "Are you fine?" I'm like, that's not even English. Like, what is that? So she was acting like one of the fake bots in my DM. It's pretty funny.
Okay, I get that now. No, I don't get those myself. Luckily, I get the odd one trying to get us to like sign up to some crap crypto things that aren't real, and you've won a competition and stuff like that. But no, I'm not getting the fake girls yet. I get those on Facebook though. That's enough for me. Another playful one from Trav, and he is asking bacon or steak.
Oh, I have to go with steak.
Yeah, I think I would as well.
Yeah. How about bacon on steak? There we go.
I said that on Twitter when he posted the question, actually. But I mean, bacon is great, but I would never have a meal where the main meat is bacon. I always have bacon with something else. Whereas steak, you can have that as the main part of the meal. So yeah. Yina, we've got two from her, and she is asking. This is a weird one for me to be asking, but she is asking, "What do you think of Pacey as an Earth2 YouTuber?"
You know what? One day he'll get as good as I am. No, no, I actually love your channel. It's very strong. You have see, for some reason you don't have like a whole bunch of like trolls on your channel like I do, but maybe that's my fault because I pretty much invited them to my channel.
I do get them. Like I get comments a few every single day. I've had some telling us that they're gonna hurt us. I've had some telling basically just telling us it's a scam all the time, telling us what a piece of crap and I shouldn't be doing it and stuff like that. I literally just delete them though. If it's something if it's something I can engage with, if it's not too far, I might have a little bit of a discussion, but anything that is literally just abuse, I just delete it. I just get rid of it. It's just not worth the time. It's really not.
Now you've done very well for yourself, so I'm impressed.
Thank you, sir. Another one from Yina, and she is asking, what part of Earth2 did you find attractive?
It's pretty much I like their original YouTube video. That kind of sucked me in. I think it was done very well, and I was like, I could see this doing awesome with all the people that are behind it and all their YouTube videos and what Phase 3 is going to look like. So pretty much all that concept art and what Phase 3 is going to look like and the detail that they have into whatever Phase 3 is like. These graphics are insane. Like this is what's going to pull people in. So that's what I love the most about it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the first video, is that the one where the two worlds are pulling apart?
Yeah,
it was really good. That.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we're on to Sherpa, and he is asking, well, they are asking, I'm not sure, I can't remember if that's a he or she. What do you envision Earth2 looks like in 10 to 15 years' time, and will you still be invested in it?
I think in 10, 15 years' time, we'll probably be in Phase 3, where we have those ridiculous graphics. You can check out their YouTube channel with their 4K vision into Phase 3, and those graphics even are just going to be better than they are today. And I think people are maybe walking around or doing whatever they have doing within Earth2 with their essence and whatnot. And I think it's grab a lot of people. That's going to jump into the brands, and the big people are all going to jump into Earth 2. And then that's where I think I want to do well. Is I'm going to own a lot of land, which a lot of people are going to build on, and then I'm going to be like this virtual landlord who is going to have a lot of places that I can just make passive income. So I think I'll still be around in 15 years, still with Earth 2, because I still love the project, still love Shane. So I'm excited for these 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got no reason to leave, have you? Especially when you're kind of already on a free ride anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Next is from Hinksy, and he is asking, "Are you jealous of Randy making new friends to party with?"
I am not. He's also, I mean, he's always been like a super extroverted person.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new. He's always had a whole bunch of like friends or different friends. So it looks different now, but no, that's him. He's always doing something crazy. That's why we're friends, because he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, you're just used to it. That's a normal Randy. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we've all got a
pretty
friend like
much.
that who makes friends anywhere they go and whatever they do.
Yeah.
Next up is Earth2 Explorer, and he is asking, how have you created wait a this is an odd one to read. How has creating Earth2 content changed from the early days with so many doubters and haters compared to the day when most haters have been silenced by Earth2's progress? I'm not sure they have been silenced, but go on.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that either. I would say that when I first started making content, it was like super viral positive. Like it was, everybody was just like, yeah, this is amazing. And they thought I was pretty much a prophet of Earth 2, which I'll take the flattering. It's awesome. But
Yeah.
and yeah, no, I couldn't do no wrong. It was awesome. It was like, yeah, this is amazing. This is the most incredible thing, everything. Like you're the face of Earth 2. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. This is great. This is a great time, and we're all having a great time buying different things. And then all of a sudden, that lasted for like maybe a year or something like that. And all of a
Okay.
sudden, the negative community with the YouTubers who hated it, they started talking about it, and then then it went completely in the opposite direction, which was super viral negative, and no matter what I did, everybody hated me. So it's the weird world of YouTube. But now I think it's starting to pick up, and then once the crypto happens, it's going to be viral, like super viral positive again. So it's a giant roller coaster.
It has been a roller coaster. I don't think I've experienced quite the highs and lows that you have. You have
Yeah.
took a lot of flack, but you did get the really positive start as well. I missed out on. Well, yeah, I think I've missed the peaks of both of them, luckily. But as you see, you must have thick skin because you did take a lot of crap. To be honest, like it's not something
Yeah.
I would have liked to have been on the end of. You
Yeah, it
definitely
doesn't bother
took
me.
the blunt of it.
Yeah. It's just words on a screen to me. It doesn't bother me.
That's fair, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one from Earth2 Explorer, and he is asking, what areas of Earth 2 will your channel focus on once things really get rolling?
I think it's gonna fall. My channel's always kind of been like there's two sides of Earth 2 pretty much. There's the game side, and then there's the financial making money side. So a very early video I put on, it's like, I actually called this in one of my first videos back in like December of 2020. Before, this is when it's super positive and everybody loved it, and Scam 2 didn't exist. And one of my first videos is like, Earth 2 puts investors and gamers into the same community. And to be honest, that's a very terrible idea. And look, I called it.
Yeah, you make a point, actually. Okay, yeah. So you kind of saw the backlash coming before it actually did. I'm
Yeah,
guessing you
yeah,
didn't envision it being quite as bad as it was, though.
yep.
Yeah,
uh,
that's good foresight, to be fair, though.
yep.
Next one to Viking. And I think you've pretty much covered this one, but we'll go over it again. You threw a lot of money into Earth 2 at the very beginning. What made you take the plunge so hard into it?
Because I guess to me, when I was, I guess, younger, I thought it was just kind of like a common sense thing. But apparently, I'm very talented on knowing what's going to go viral, and I just know how mass psychology works. I'm like, everybody's gonna grip onto this, and it's gonna do well. So I want to put a lot of money into this because I can see a very strong positive, ROI on my money. So I guess, and I've done this more than once. So it's I'm like, I want to put money into this because I see a lot of people just jumping into Earth 2, and I was right. So and it's going to do even more better with the crypto, and I'm going to cover a lot of crypto on my channel, or the essence anyway. So I just started. I just follow and try to find startup companies. Excuse me. That would do well. Like I've done that with Earth2, and then I saw Vivi, and then Vivi did well. There was like Spider-Mans for the first Spider-Mans for like Vivi were like $400, $1,000, and they jump up to $100,000 to sell them.
Jesus,
So
okay.
yeah, there's that. The Tesla stock, I saw that. I'm like, this is gonna explode, and it did. It went up like 10,000% or something like that. I remember when it was like $180, and everybody's like thought it was gonna die, and then it jumped up to like 3,000. This is before the stock split. So I'm like, yeah, that's gonna do well because I see EVs. I see the world just changing to EVs. There's no gas cars anymore. That's gonna happen in like 2050 or something like that. So I'm like, this is gonna change the world. Let me put money into Tesla.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's even being incentivized by all the government and stuff, isn't it? So there's no escaping that.
Yeah. And then same thing with Bitcoin. I did that with Bitcoin. And then Uber. I saw Uber, like I'm like, this is gonna be a big thing too. So, and then I'll probably find something in like a year or not. And
So have you done crazy well from all those companies then? Are you sitting on
yeah,
quite a few pennies?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice one. Well done. All right, welcome back. We briefly got cut off there, but we're just going to get straight back into the questions. The first one, well, the only ones left, we've got 3 from Oz, and he is asking if you could add one new thing for E2 to focus on, what would that be? For them to focus development on.
Development on. I would probably. I think they're doing. I'm not really dev, so I don't really know what they should work on. Maybe faster with the 2.5. That looks pretty cool. The whole 2.5 thing and adding their little buildings onto the land. So I'll probably say that. So we actually a lot of people do want to have like a like gameplay or something like that, interactive gameplay, and then maybe that will silence a lot of the critics or something because a lot of people are like, where's the gameplay? I'm like, it is a game. It's a trading game. Like I don't I don't understand. So maybe if they actually push that a little faster, but I'm fine. I'm patient enough. So that's what a lot of people are looking for. So
They say the ecosystem is going to, well, not necessarily the ecosystem, but E2 V1 is going to launch this year. Hopefully, with that launch, and we'll get the ecosystem along with it as well. So yeah, I think, but as long as it's done well, I think it could bring a lot of new people to F2 as well. Bring the kind of the traditional,
yeah, it's got to be done well. I'm patient. Just make it well.
It could literally be the make or break of F2, to be honest, the ecosystem, because it's gonna. If people are bored of it, that's going to be a full new wave of users gone, and it's going to be a lot of the utility for Essence gone as well. So I'm glad they haven't rushed a lot of stuff out like what people are saying. They should just get gameplay out, get on with it. That's like the worst thing they could do. That's how you can make some people quick money, but it's not how you kind of get something sustainable that's going to be around for years and stuff. I'm glad they are taking the time to get that right.
And hopefully they're not like Axie Infinity because they went like shot up and they went straight down.
Yeah, absolutely plummeted Axie Infinity. Like Axie's like, I think the last time I checked, they were about $6 to buy them or something. And I remember when I first started looking at it, the cheapest ones were like 900 or something. So that is a massive difference. They have absolutely plummeted. People that have put a lot of money into it, but if they didn't make a lot of money, have just kind of totally lost that, aren't they? So yeah, good point. Hopefully F2 don't do the same.
Yep.
Right, we've got another one from Oz. What aspects of Earth2 what aspects of how Earth2 operates has the most room for improvement, and how would you change it?
The most thing they can improve on is probably community management. I think we touched on that before. They've had a lot of hiccups with that, but I mean their mod stuff are pretty decent. So it's not too terrible. But if it's the one thing they could work on, it would be community management. But everything else is pretty solid. I like Shane. He's a solid dude, genuine. So I'm pretty good on reading people, even through their I don't know what the word is if they're trying to be fake or whatnot.
Facade.
So, yeah, that's what it is. I was looking for facade.
Yeah, then I'd agree with that. Shane does seem like you can tell his heart is in the right place and he's wanting to do genuine things and stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean Earth2 was 100% guaranteed to succeed, but there's certainly there's at least the intent there that he just want to do good things from it.
Exactly, yeah.
The last one from us. If you could ask Shane one question directly, that you think he could answer currently, what would that be?
That's a good question. Let's see. Would the cryptocurrency still launch in quarter 3? Because he still has that on his Twitter. I think it's smart for him to delay it because of the bear market, but it looks like it's starting to recover slightly. So maybe he'll still launch it in September. So that's what I'd ask. See if he can say that.
No, it's a good question. Actually, I think there's probably a lot of curious minds for that as well. I personally don't think they should launch Essence until the EcoSim launches. I think we should have both of them launch exactly the same time. So we're not just getting Essence, but we're getting a big chunk of utility for Essence as well.
It's smart. Yeah, I agree with you. Very smart.
I thought that's what they were going to do all along, but then when Sheehan said the EcoSim was going to be a bit later and stuff, it made us start rethinking it. But yeah, I originally thought they were going to launch them at the same time anyway.
Yep, gotta have the utility.
Yeah. But basically, that's all of my questions and all of the community questions done. Is there anything you would like to go over before we end it?
No, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. And if you don't know who I am already, I do have my own channel, and I have a whole bunch of Earth2 content, so you can definitely join both of our channels and enjoy the stuff that we put out for you guys.
Yeah, there'll be links to Arya's YouTube in the description below, and I'll put your Twitter and stuff in as well, so people can find you as easy as possible. Awesome. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have an amazing day. Thanks for being my guest, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It was a great time.
Brilliant. Thank you. Peace out, mate. Ta-ra.